Croatian soccer news, January 19th, 2026. At least I got the year right this week. Anyway, on to our news. Andrej Kramaric has the best week ever. Just wait till you hear about all of this. I'll also give you an injury update of Croatian national team players. It's January, it's the transfer window, so you know what it means. Rumors, transfers, rumors, transfers. That's what we do in January. Luka Vuskovic is not slowing down at all. He is ranked among the best in the world. But in what category? Luka Vuskovic. He is on fire. Does he have World Cup hunger? Luka Modric continues to play like he is 25 years old. What do the Inter Milan fans think of him? And lastly, some personal news I want to share with all of you. It's good news, it's not bad news, so don't worry about that. So, starting with our man, Kramaric. Andrej Kramaric has had his best week ever in my book. Maybe even better than when he smoked Canada in the World Cup after they were trash-talking Croatia.
I'm not your buddy, friend. He's not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy, friend.
So the week started with Kramaric setting the record for most appearances in Bundesliga of any Croatian player ever. Then, Kramaric got a Tops Now card for setting the record, so that's like a cherry on top of the sundae. But it gets even better for Kramaric. Kramaric scores a hat trick in Hoffenheim's game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach? That team name should just be illegal. That's awful. Anyway, against Borussia Mönchengladbach. We'll just keep going. His first shot was a PK. His second goal was an amazingly impossible flick to beat the goalie at close range. And then his third goal was a classic Davor Suker-style goalie-beating chip that was just unbelievable. So that's a pretty good week, right? Nothing else to report for Kramaric. With his hat trick, this puts Kramaric in 9th place for hat tricks in top leagues in Europe. Even more, his performance made him the highest-ranking forward in Bundesliga this week. Is there more news for Kramaric? Incredibly, yes there is. Kramaric then got named the Bundesliga Player of the Week. But here, to me, is the biggest news of all. Hoffenheim is in 3rd place in Bundesliga. Remember a few years back when Kramaric went on a rant against his club and his fellow players? Well, he was right. Everybody said he was right.
Because for me it was clear that it's going to happen. This is the picture of the whole season. This is one big season.
You see, unlike most players, Kramaric actually cares about Hoffenheim. That's why he's been there for 10 years. That's why he still plays his heart out for that team. That's why the fans love him. So think about that. 3rd place. Kramaric has saved them from relegation so many times, but now they could qualify for Champions League if they can hold this position. That would be awesome for the club. It would also mean that we finally get some Kramaric UCC Tops cards. So after all of that, you would say, super, that's it, right? That's all the Kramaric news there could possibly be?
He's wrong!
Hoffenheim loved Kramaric so much, they painted a mural of him in the stadium to commemorate his 10th year with the club. He is only the 2nd Hoffenheim player to receive this honor. That's 8 different Andrej Kramaric stories this week. 8 stories to one player. Ever since the Canada game, he has been one of my favorite players.
Yeah, let's give it up, guy. Don't call me your guy. I am not your guy, friend.
I love his attitude. I love how genuine he is, how passionate he is, how honest he is, and how loyal he is. They just don't make players like Andrej Kramaric anymore. So with all that good news, let's get some of the bad news out of the way. At this channel, you get all the news, and I hope you know by now it's not sugar-coated. Josip Stanisic is injured. He sustained a right ankle ligament injury. He will be out for 2 to 4 weeks. Ankle injuries are a real pain. I sprained my ankle really bad when I was 12, and it still bothers me to this day. I think about Lovro Majer and Borna Sosa and Mateo Kovacic, all who have had reoccurring ankle issues for quite some time. So hopefully this is not that bad and we see Stanisic back at it again. Gvardiol. I did a whole video on it. No updates on his injury. He did have surgery for a tibial fracture. In the next few weeks, as soon as I have an update, I will share it with you, but I am going to stay on it. Rumors.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
So the rumors in January are nuts. It's the transfer window and everybody is speculating. First rumor, Martin Baturina. Until recently, Como have not used him, but he saved them in the last few minutes of a game against Bologna. Then he got to start the next game against AC Milan, and even though Como lost, Baturina was their second highest rated player with an assist and 4 other very nice chances he created. So now Como has no issue playing Baturina and Nico Paz at the same time instead of playing one or the other. Leeds United is super interested in Baturina, but Como now play him regularly. So if he's going to be a starter for Como, he might stay, but if it looks like that is not the case, he should leave. I would really get mad if Como play him in January to make him stay, and then after the transfer window is closed, they stop using him again. That would be really stupid on their part. He has played awesome in these last 2 games.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
Is Inter Milan going to grab Branimir Mladic from Hajduk? It looks very strong that that is the case. Petar Susic is already there, though he's not really playing regularly. So the question is, does Mladic come immediately or at the end of the season?
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
This brings us to our next sensational rumor. Inter Milan want Ivan Perisic back. Perisic left Inter to go to Tottenham to supply Harry Kane goals. Then Harry Kane left Hotspur and Perisic got injured. After a brief stint at Hajduk, everyone thought Perisic was done. But he has been at PSV for 2 seasons now, and he has been on fire. I dare say he's been in his best form. So now Inter Milan want Perisic back really bad. Think about this, like the old days, 3 Croatians at Inter at the same time, Susic, Mladic, and Perisic, that would be crazy. Serie A is becoming the Croatian suburbs again.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
Here's another place I made a mistake. When I made my video of Croatian players who need to transfer clubs, I totally forgot about Mateo Kovacic at Man City. I really should have included him on that list. Man City is not using Kovacic at all this season. The official listed reason is ankle injury, but he has only played 1 game all season. West Ham really want him to come to their club. So if he really is injured, why are they chasing him so hard? I think we will see this transfer and we will see a healthy Kovacic retake the field regularly. Kovacic was supposed to be the replacement for Modric when he retires, but he's only led 1 national team game in qualifications for World Cup this year.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
A Niko Kovac rumor? Yes, indeed. The rumor is that Niko Kovac might take over as the head coach of Manchester United. Man U has never had a Croatian player or coach in their club history, and frankly, the club has more baggage than the airport. Kovac has taken Dortmund high on the table as they currently sit in 2nd place. I like to see our retired players do well as coaches, but I worry that Man U is way too toxic of a place for Kovac to go. But he also loves a challenge. Honestly, I hope he does not take that job.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
Tony Fruk has been closely tied with a move to Arsenal, but another rumor came up this week. Tony Fruk coming to the MLS. Most of my research says this rumor does not have a lot of basis in reality, but honestly, I think this would be a great fit for him. Petar Musa, Christian Kalina, and Marko Pasalic have had great careers in MLS. MLS is transforming into a very competitive league and not just a retirement league as it was before. I honestly think Musa could be a great striker for Croatia in World Cup, and MLS has been great to him. So if it was up to me, Fruk moving to MLS would be a way smarter move than going to Premier League and mysteriously getting injured like many of our Croatian players do while playing in enemy territory.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
I left the craziest rumor for last. Luka Modric leaving AC Milan and going back to Dinamo. I didn't even research it because honestly I think it's nuts. But I'm still going to tell you I heard about it. Just don't believe it. Modric is having one of his best years ever at 40 years old. He is one of the top players in Serie A, if not the top player. I think he wants to win the Scudetto this year. I think he wants to get AC Milan back into Champions League. And I think Modric wants to play for Milan in the Champions League. And I think he honestly wants to beat Real Madrid playing for AC Milan. He asked very little from Madrid at the end, and they still let him go. At AC Milan, he's being treated like a king by the club, the coaches, the fans, and the whole league. Listen to what Inter Milan fans say about Modric, who should be their greatest rival.
Which current Milan player would you want on Inter Milan?
I gotta say Luka Modric.
Luka Modric for sure.
Modric.
I don't know what to put about Modric. I think Modric.
I saw this post about famous players retiring, and I want to share it with you. So many legends were done by their mid-30s, and yet Modric is 40, and he's playing in top form. This may sound crazy, but I think Modric plays for Milan for at least 2 more years. And then when he thinks he's totally done, he might play his last year for Dinamo. So that's 3 more years of Modric in my book. You guys might think I'm crazy, but I believe it. This also means he plays in Euros again, and even possibly plays in World Cup 2030. Now, away from the rumors, Nikola Vlasic is just on fire for Torino. He has been scoring goals left and right, but this last game, instead of 2 goals, he had 2 assists. This is the kind of creative playmaking Croatia needs right now. A dynamic player gets the ball into the goal any way possible. If you can't score it yourself, then you create a good chance for somebody else. So it's really great to see him playing in such top form again. But again, another Croatian tearing it up in Serie A. I feel this league has the best fit for our players. We really should encourage most of our players to come to this league. So, what's Croatian soccer news without a Luka Vuskovic update? Luka Vuskovic has the highest average aerial victories per game of any player in a major league in Europe. He's 18 and he dominates the skies. A player like Vuskovic shuts down corner kicks and crosses like a brick wall. I cannot wait to see him in the World Cup. So, was that enough news for you guys? Good thing we didn't have Croatian League this week, or I would have to go on for another 20 minutes. Here's some personal news of mine I wanted to share with you. We hit 600 subscribers this week, and we're well on our way to 1,000. There were times when we first started this that we went weeks without picking up 1 subscriber. So for me, this is really fun. So many YouTubers say to just stick with it and eventually it will happen. And for us, it looks like it's finally happening. And I want to thank all of you watchers and our subscribers because you're the ones who really made this happen. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, would you just do me a favor and do it now? It would mean a lot to me. I have gotten a bunch of great comments while doing this YouTube project, but this one really stood out to me. A new subscriber named Ham Sandwich Cheese 3677 said, "Just found your channel and I feel like I just ripped open a pack of trading cards and found a signed Modric 1 of 1. Love it." Guys, I've never pulled a 1 of 1 card, let alone a Modric 1 of 1. I've never even pulled a Modric auto. So if this happened to me, it would be like winning the lottery. So when I see a comment like this, I feel like it says to me, finding your channel is like winning the lottery. That's a tremendous compliment to me. I am so glad that so many of you have found this channel and enjoy it. I'm really happy to be doing this with you. Lastly, Podravka hasn't contacted us about a sponsorship yet, but here is Super Junior making French fries and putting Vegeta on them. Someone at Podravka needs to see that we are Vegeta's #1 fan. Lastly, I have never dropped 2 long-form videos on one day, but Croatian Soccer News always drops on Monday, and AC Milan is playing Lecce on Sunday, so I will have to drop a long-form video covering Luka Modric and AC Milan. So give that a watch. I will drop this Croatian Soccer News at 2 a.m. Eastern, and then I'll drop the Milan video at 3 a.m. Eastern. I will link last week's Croatian Soccer News at the end of this video in case you missed it, and I will also link my last long-form video about AC Milan, Modric versus Baturina. That's a good video. You guys should watch that. On Thursday, I'm going to drop a video about what the outlook will be this year for trading cards of Croatian players. Even if you are not a collector like me, give that video a watch on Thursday, January 22nd. So with that, I will see you all next time.